Hello everyone, Ellen here. You know I love my gadgets, especially when it comes to things that make my life easier and sound more fabulous. Today we're diving into the Sonos Beam Gen 2, a soundbar that's all about enhancing your home audio. It promises a cinematic experience right there in your living room, but is it all hype, or is it the real deal? Let's explore its pros and cons to see if it's the right fit for your entertainment setup. First things first. Let's talk about the star of the show, the sound. This little guy packs a punch. The Sonos Beam Gen 2 boasts Dolby Atmos support, which basically means you get incredibly immersive audio. It's like having a mini movie theater right in your living room. Imagine watching your favorite action movie with the sounds of helicopters swirling around you, or feeling the emotion of a concert performance as if you were right in the front row. Now I know what you're thinking, Ellen, does it really live up to the hype? Well, I put it to the test, and I was honestly blown away. The clarity of the dialogue, the depth of the bass, and the overall richness of the audio were seriously impressive. It's a noticeable improvement over the previous generation, even for someone like me, who doesn't have the most sophisticated ear. Okay, so we've established that the Sonos Beam Gen 2 sounds amazing. But what about the looks? You know I'm all about style and creating a welcoming atmosphere in my home. Luckily, this soundbar doesn't disappoint. It has a sleek, minimalist design that blends in seamlessly with any decor. It's available in both black and white, so you can choose the one that best complements your style. Now, don't let its compact size fool you. This little soundbar is still a statement piece. It's designed to be the focal point of your entertainment center without being overwhelming. It's like that chic friend who always knows how to make an entrance without being too loud or flashy. Alright, let's talk about convenience, because who doesn't love a little bit of that in their life? The Sonos Beam Gen 2 has built-in voice control, which means you can control your music and your smart home devices with just your voice. It's like having a personal assistant dedicated to your entertainment needs. You can ask Alexa or Google Assistant to play your favorite song, adjust the volume, or even check the weather without having to lift a finger. Imagine this. You're comfy on the couch, wrapped in your favorite blanket, and you want to switch to a different playlist. You don't have to interrupt your groove to grab your phone or remote. You simply say, "Hey Sonos, play some jazz," and voila. It's like magic, but without all those pesky wands and spells. One of the things I love most about Sonos products is how easy they are to set up and use, even for someone like me who's not exactly a tech wizard. The Sonos Beam Gen 2 connects seamlessly to your Wi-Fi network, so you can start streaming your favorite music, podcasts, and audiobooks in minutes. Plus, if you have other Sonos speakers in your home, you can easily create a multi-room audio system. Imagine having your favorite music playing throughout your entire home, creating the perfect ambiance for any occasion. You can have a dance party in the living room, a romantic dinner soundtrack in the dining room, and soothing tunes playing in the bedroom, all at the same time. It's like having your own personal DJ following you from room to room. Now, let's talk about software updates. I know, not the most exciting topic, but trust me on this one. Sonos is known for regularly releasing software updates that add new features, improve performance, and enhance the overall user experience. That means your soundbar will just keep getting better and better over time. It's like getting a free upgrade every few months. These updates aren't just about adding fancy new features. They're also about making sure your soundbar stays compatible with the latest streaming services and devices. So you can rest assured that your Sonos Beam Gen 2 will continue to be the heart of your entertainment system for years to come. Speaking of streaming, let's talk about everyone's favorite pastime, binge watching. The Sonos Beam Gen 2 supports a wide range of streaming services, including Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Pandora, and more. You can also stream music directly from your iPhone or iPad using Apple AirPlay 2. Whether you're a music lover, a podcast enthusiast, or a movie buff, the Sonos Beam Gen 2 has you covered. Imagine this. It's a rainy Saturday afternoon. You're curled up on the couch with a cup of tea and your favorite blanket. You open up your Sonos app and choose from a world of entertainment options. You can listen to the latest episode of your go-to podcast, discover a new artist on Spotify, or finally start that TV series everyone's been raving about. The possibilities are endless. Now let's talk about a feature that really impressed me: TruePlay tuning. This innovative technology uses the microphone on your iPhone or iPad to analyze the acoustics of your room, and then fine-tunes the soundbar's audio output for optimal performance. It's like having a personal sound engineer calibrate your home theater. You know how some rooms can make sounds echo or feel muffled? Well, TruePlay takes all of that into account and adjusts the audio settings to create the best possible listening experience for your specific space. It's like magic, but instead of pulling a rabbit out of a hat, it pulls amazing sound quality out of your soundbar. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room, the price. The Sonos Beam Gen 2 is definitely an investment, but it's important to consider the value it brings. This soundbar delivers exceptional audio quality, sleek design, seamless connectivity, and a user-friendly experience. It's not just a soundbar, it's an entertainment hub that elevates your entire home theater setup. Think of it this way, you're not just paying for a device, you're paying for an experience. You're investing in countless hours of enjoyment, from immersive movie nights to dance parties with friends to relaxing evenings with your favorite music. And with its durable build and regular software updates, the Sonos Beam Gen 2 is designed to last for years to come, making it a worthwhile investment in the long run. Alright, time for a little honesty hour. While the Sonos Beam Gen 2 has a lot to offer, it's not without its drawbacks. One of the main downsides is the lack of Bluetooth connectivity. I know, it seems like a pretty standard feature these days, and it's a bit surprising that Sonos decided to skip it. This means you won't be able to quickly connect your phone or laptop to the soundbar without using Wi-Fi or AirPlay. It's a minor inconvenience, but it's something to consider, especially if you frequently use Bluetooth devices with your home audio setup. Another thing to keep in mind is that the Sonos Beam Gen 2 has a limited number of ports. It has a single HDMI ARC port for connecting to your TV, and that's it. Now, for many people, this won't be a deal breaker, especially if you have a newer TV with HDMI ARC support. However, if you have older audio equipment that you want to connect, you might need to invest in an HDMI adapter. It's not a huge issue, but it's something to be aware of before you make your purchase. Now, while the Sonos Beam Gen 2 delivers impressive sound quality for its size, true audiophiles might find the bass a little lacking. If you're a fan of that deep, rumbling bass that you can really feel in your chest, you'll likely want to invest in a separate subwoofer. The good news is that Sonos offers a fantastic subwoofer that integrates seamlessly with the Beam Gen 2. It's an additional expense, of course, but it does elevate the audio experience to another level. Finally, let's talk about the learning curve. The Sonos app is generally user-friendly, but it can take a little time to familiarize yourself with all the features and settings, especially if you're new to the Sonos ecosystem. There are a lot of customization options, from EQ settings to room grouping to sleep timers. It's not overly complicated, but it does require a bit of exploration and experimentation to get the most out of your soundbar. But hey, who doesn't love discovering hidden features and personalizing their tech? It's like a little treasure hunt, but instead of finding gold, you find the perfect audio settings. So, that's the Sonos Beam Gen 2, with its impressive features and a few considerations. It's a fantastic soundbar that delivers exceptional audio quality, sleek design, and seamless connectivity, making it a great addition to any home theater setup. While the lack of Bluetooth and limited ports might be a drawback for some, its overall performance and user experience are truly commendable. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to buy the Sonos Beam Gen 2 comes down to your individual needs and budget. But hey, if you're looking to elevate your home audio experience and add a touch of elegance to your living room, this little soundbar might just be the perfect splurge. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more reviews.